What's in a while, gonna guess. Anyway, welcome to Arcane Odyssey once again. I did just a small amount of off-camera grinding. Now you may be thinking, wait a minute, that's a berserker. Uh, what thought of me? I thought Gilbert Mustang was a uh 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 it, uh what was it called? Juggernaut. Yeah, that's right. Towards you go. Yeah. I mean, we got a little more points we gotta put into weapons first, but that's still what we're main in, by all means. This is seawater energy. I decided to just start recording, or at least stop grinding once I got the actual fighting style I plan on using for this build, at least until full release when I want to properly test powder fist and the like. So here we have a seawater energy rising, because if you can't believe it, we got shit. I don't. Okay, so it doesn't actually look like I'm doing that much with my ability. Did I not? Okay, there we go. Choose knock back. No. There you go. Create that. Okay. Alright, now I think we're ready to beat up a person who is fully expecting you not be this prepared. The drip is kinda not very good, but I mean I kinda like the helmet. I kinda like the vibe we got going on. Never made a character where it's, you know, good skilled head and all. So I'm just kinda figuring that out, I guess. But yeah, no, yeah, max seawater energy, so now I just gotta go off and do that. I'm killing you. Chat, this is a quick lesson in humbling your opponent. Step one. You don't even block that first attack. Oh, and just like that, they're, oh, and I got a boss jump also. Love one. Dazed and confused. Oh, awesome. That's also pretty peak. Hold on. Let me just try using that a bit. How much of that wonderful, still an amateur. But you know, I can probably like try out a few techniques. Like, oh yeah. Get in the leg. Yeah. A garage. God. So they're like not super fit. But, yeah. We should be able to get seawater before most bosses. Guarding a few. What are you talking about? Are you here? I'm stupid. You actually don't know what I'm talking about. Fine, we'll play along. You still have on a revenant with my father until about a month ago. Those watchers are arrested him. It why? He wouldn't tell me. He was just a blacksmith that worked on the island. After that, I left the island. I'm trying to sabotage the revenant home any way I can. I arrived here a while ago and saw the revenant banners, so I started destroying the place as quickly as I could. Now my turn to ask questions. Who are you? Why did you stop? I don't know how to be. Huh? Well, it must be nice to have a place to turn to you for help instead of trying to hunt you down. I have nothing against the people here. I was just trying to get back at their kingdom. All you do now. I think I'm going to try to find out why they captured him. Must be some mysterious reason since they wouldn't tell anyone. Anyway, I'll be leaving now. Bye. Alright, bye. Get out of here. Scram. We get a little dude. Big fan of this seaweed I'll have, you know. Okay. Blonde. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Alright, cool. So that person's going for vitality, and kind of interesting. Apparently, you get improved visuals once you get to the next rank. So I think I should probably try to do that. You know, I mean, it only makes sense to get that done. So. Realize I'm not hearing that much audio. I could probably afford to turn the volume up. I got a treasure chart for the Thyros Crossing. Talk to me, and I'll do that. I'm doing my quick ice mines collections. Definitely getting better at it. It's just practice for when the real game begins. I just spam it instead of actually like using. I'm sure it's fine. Oh wait, does this fill up my seawater? Heck yeah! I mean, it is still like part of the seawater. It's just like in a weird way. So, it makes sense. Oh yeah, no, okay. I thought it was looking better. It does actually look a little bit better. I can't tell how much of that is like stuff I'm noticing. Because if they're definitely not listed as one of my strong suits, it was. If I was to make a list of the things I'm best at gaming, would probably be on there. But so would a lot of my not be on there. No. You just gotta... there we go. Hold on, I'm starting to figure this guy out. Probably retread some ground. Okay, so it has like a little bit of range to it. That's pretty good. So yeah, I just kind of it's good enough. Seawater energy actually drains way slower than I thought it did. I was fully expecting that you have to be constantly chugging the stuff just to face, but I guess not. Now, could I technically just continue grinding and then be like, alright, for the full release update, that's fun, we'll go to the steps down. I mean, yeah, but it's gonna be a bit, so if I actually want to play on this file that much, until then, it's gonna be a kinda it keeps spawning at frost. Especially because I've already done some of the quests up there. I mean, I don't want to collect my sky pumpkins over so often. Yeah, okay, so seawater energy is just kind of a thing. That's interesting. Do I actually have any weapons that I want to swap? Guess I think I have oh, the range. Like, well, I actually like my distance. their abilities, but skills now. Yeah, okay. I just tried to do a dodge reflex, and then I realized, wait a minute, can't do that. Oh, yo, it's Ruby Roger.
Hey there, what do you want?
Who are you?
The name's Roger, Ruby Roger.
Me and my friend here just started our journey to becoming pirates. Why? Why become a pirate? Well, pirates can do whatever they want. I want to sell all the seas, find ancient treasures, and have the biggest and strongest crew. Maybe you could join me.
No, thank you, lad. We're doing this on our own. The only reason we stopped here at Frostmill was to pick up a bigger ship. We're a few galleons short. I gotta do some haggling.
No, you're a pirate. You could steal one.
It's true, but we're not that type of pirates. We just want to be rich and powerful, not hurt innocent folk.
Anyway, I should be haggling with the ship right to this island right now. I'll see you later. Ah, and one last thing. Remember my name when I become the ruler of the seas. Ruby Roger. Clark Silver. You didn't remember our trip? Oh. That Roger finally managed to do something right. I told him we landed here that we were not enough gallons to afford a caravan, but he won't listen. Why you became a pirate? It's a bit of a long story, especially for a stranger. Maybe if we see each other again someday, I'll tell you the full story. I'm gonna go try and include some crew members. Right. So, plot relevant, like, if I, You've returned. I heard a woman walked by a moment ago and rode away from the island. You found the cause of the melting? She was Iris. Heard rumors about her. Fiery lost magic wielding woman. Unheard of for her age. I can't imagine what reason Ravenna would have for arresting her father. But to be fair, Ravenna's not been acting normally lately. What do you mean? Ever since we signed the contract, they've ignored all of our messages. Only sent ships here to buy ice. There must be something going on in the upper ranks of Ravenna. I wonder what it could be. Anyhow, thank you for saving us. Now that Iris is gone, how much is that melting? Just say where she was going. She didn't say a word, but she didn't go road towards the stepstones. Farewell, friend. Cool. Just cook if I have any. I don't have 13 of these. I'm gonna cook them. Just kind of. It's just a raging blue order. I mean, for the most part, this game sure thinks I'm preserve perception. I'll just save on this one. Not a hassle either. And then I just did like a little bit of grinding, you see. So just gotta kind of like have like an alright foot for this point in the game. Just like a tad bit better. Like to be just a little bit faster. I don't know if cannons or anything, because I don't think they're gonna focus on there. They could definitely sink a pirate ship. I'm gonna take a quick pit stop here, purely because, free food. I actually don't know what just cooking regular watermelons gives you. I suppose now wouldn't be a bad time to find thief. By the way, do I suffer? Gotta get the how many watermelons do I have? How much have I stolen? Enough to where it's farther down. Okay, 26. Are you, how do you become? Just decent cooked watermelon. Okay, is that like I have a feeling that what I just did was something not good. It's 'cause like, it doesn't seem correct. Yeah. I don't think it gives as much hunger now. Well, like, do we have a golden one in mind to compare? We should. Yeah, that's 75, so I should not have cooked that. Oh. I mean, I can probably cook some other things to get to the next level, just 'cause I feel like doing it. Decent spaghetti, and then wheat, and 2 tomatoes, better food meal, cook some apples, because we just have like a small amount here. There we go. This and definitely on the up, and I think I'll keep the one I'm gonna go to, just so I can get rid of them before too long. It's not gonna take that long. Next time I notice I'm out of hunger, I'm already gonna be out of most of them. Oh, there's a light blue. Definitely need those. Oh, I just assumed my boat would be here. Okay, so we head be on the other side. Because we were coming in from Frostmill, which is west of here. And we're on the east end of the island. Then yeah, like I just
According to my language,
I mean, they're police, but they don't like police. My goodness, what are you doing? Like, you kind of have to be safe. Like, I feel like this is really, like, you're gonna die, dog. I'm gonna, I might lose a little bit if I try and help you. Yeah, I doubt it. Good. What the f- Okay. Okay, cool. Alright. Just another interesting shot. How did that happen? Did I turn the ship slightly? No, it got like propulsed by something. I don't know what. Please tell me I have to make it. Oh, okay, good. Okay, now let's hasta la vista, baby. Crap. You know, attempt to do a good thing, man. Might have just sacrificed myself a bit. So, I think there's a lot more. Oh, stop spinning. Come on. Turn. So, the ship's not looking too good right now. I am broke. Well, I'm trying to buy a machine. Ooh, would you look at that? Easy fix to both of my solutions. Cargo cannot be understated, because below an hour, like, that was like 15%, so the more health you have, the even more you should want to grab. But yeah, they're gonna be mostly fighting style focused. But a lot of the harder fights are definitely gonna have like these weapons, which is like balance. What have you to say? Leaping required ahead and then do right back like that. Who might you be? Where is this place? Call it the Stepstones. Giant mountain lays in the sky. People are in never find. But now that I see that old woman with red hair did pass by not too long ago. I tried to warn her of dangers, but she went up. I gotta find her too. You are the brave, foolish, and bold. This mountain lies suicide. Just set up the ground. You don't take the challenge lightly. Are you gonna find it? Fortunately, no one can be seen in the public eye, but I'm trying to find someone important we've seen on Surus Island recently. If you're heading up the Stepstones, might I inquire to ask around for the person I see? I would tell you their name, but I'm unsure if I can trust you. Alright, how do I find them? Ask for the outsiders who have visited the island recently besides the redhead woman. When you're done, come back to me with your findings. I'll be waiting out here. And if you do not return, I will assume you are an enemy who is trying to get information into me. You do not want that. Safe travels, and for your sake, I hope you return. Yeah, and don't even worry about it. Hold on. I mean, what kind of like a typical person would probably die here, like on the climb up. So I mean, I don't really know. I've just so happened to have climbed it just like a few times though, so I mean, I'd say I've got the hang of it generally. Pulls out my claws for the extra climbing bonus because I saw that it does actually make you climb like a small amount faster. Okay, there we go. Let me just wait for a second. Go. And then wait for a second. Go. There we go. Yeah. Okay. There's actually a secret in this area. It's not there. Honestly, I'm not sure whether or not we passed it already because of my expert climbing skills. I'm just staying mainly on the part that it's on. You know, just in case we pass by it. Oh, there it is. It's right there. Come on, Duke. There's the secret. Sometimes there's good chests. So it's actually worth coming here because I'll probably sell it for a brig or something. If Brave Little Jimmy's videos are anything to go off of, I should be able to actually. Oh, I did not grab toxic seawater bottles, or not toxic seawater, just regular seawater bottles. So I'm gonna have to do that when I jump down here again. I'm also kind of glad I'm doing this part now, because when fall damage becomes a thing, it'll be slightly harder to be funny. I mean, you could probably. Okay, so that's just kind of like water. And I can respect that. I think if I were actually trying to play Berserker, I'd appreciate that. It probably doesn't help, but like, I mean, it's definitely a good thing that every class has lead, but every class essentially is probably gonna have their own version of lead. But just like this early, it's if you're trying to do a Berserker or just anything that isn't magic, you're not gonna have the skills necessary yet. So you're just gonna kind of be stuck with leaping like this, which, I mean, don't get me wrong, I managed to get up here and I only had to talk about like 3 different things just because I didn't have enough to milk out of all of them. And with this one I could definitely go more in depth, so it's not like that big a hurdle. But it's just like, You know, it's kind of strange, I guess. God, no, I'm going to. You again. Why did you follow me all the way here? I don't think to the this. I believe you managed to find the steps now. You did defeat me, though. I shouldn't be surprised. Why are you so just lying? Don't you have anything better to do? I mean, it's the right thing to do. I mean, if you want to go, don't refuse. I came to the silent because I heard that they had interactions with Revenant many years ago, so maybe they know something that the rest of the Bronze Sea doesn't. Did you learn anything? Nobody here seems to know anything about Revenant. I did hear something strange, though. A few days ago, there was a group of hooded figures dragging away a bleeding man with a strange sword embedded in him. They took him down the stepstones and didn't answer any questions the townspeople asked. We were there. Not sure, but one of the townspeople described the symbol on their cloaks, some kind of flaming staff head. Is it the Revenant symbol? Should we find out who they are? I was about to start doing that before you came. If they aren't related to Revenant, though, I'm taking my search elsewhere. Let's go over there. You know, the most proper way to greet someone is to be like, hello! Pulls out my bow. Just a second. When I say it'd be harder to be funny, I more so mean, hey man, you're a good fighter? Alright, cool. When I say, it'd be, harder to be funny, what I actually meant was the skill floors are taller, because it's not as easy to commit an action that would make, you seem fun. This does not mean that you could not find workarounds, as you're gonna see in just a little bit. When I actually finish battling this dweeb, I want to actually gather some stuff here, so I don't have to come back later. I mean, I don't think there's a completion metric for this point, but I mean, it's free loot, so why not? I think make a video game for archaeologists, I think. Or just one where you can do archaeology in an interesting level where, you know, you look at stuff and go, alright, well, what happened here? Because we don't know exactly, but, you know, you could come to all these different conclusions. Maybe have a secret evil ending where you go into pseudo-archaeology. Anyway, I like Milo Russell videos, they're pretty entertaining. I did, and I'm still, for the most part, off the seawater. Now, like just a little bit further, because I want to come collect the sky pumpkins. My theory, or rather my hypothesis is, I don't actually know how long it takes for the sky pumpkins to respawn, so I'll check what time it is in the video when I collect them, assuming they're actually here. And then, you know, when I'm done with this stuff, I'll see, I'll just go and check again, and if it's there, then it's under the amount of time that it took. And If it's not, then it takes over the amount of time that it took. So right now in the video, it is 35 minutes and 25 seconds about when I go here and just yoink them all up, because free food, they spawn so quickly that I genuinely don't think Lewis is going out of business anytime soon. So that's great for me. Anyway, now when I mentioned being funny, I was being very specific. One may notice, wait a minute, they're not jumping up. It's because they wouldn't. So today in this Plantonomy video, I'm teaching you all how to crash a plane for comedic effect. I tell you not to attempt to do this in real life, but if you can build this boat yourself, I mean, you gotta let me crash like one of them. Purely because I'd want to see how that works in comparison. Yeah, probably not that different from an actual plane crash, but like... Okay, I think this is exactly precise. Ooh, just on. Yikes. Miscalculation on my part. I shall jump in the sea for a little bit. Condolences. Okay, there we go. Back to full charge, baby. You're back. To the townspeople running outsiders. I see. This tale of hooded figures and a strange sword is true. I fear the person I was searching for may be in grave danger. How do you know? Strange sword is better than someone could only be a devourer. That means the bringer, the person they were running away was the very person I was looking for. What a devourer is. I'll tell you some other time. For now, return to Service Island and learn the symbol of hooded figures were around. It is imperative that I learn what group the symbol belongs to, but I cannot do it myself. Why are you so secretive? Perhaps I'll tell you someday. You gain my trust. My identity must remain a secret for now. Now quickly, head back up to Source Island for my sake. Later that day. Right, you know, spawn at Source Island. Thank you. Hey, I overheard you talking about the hooded figures. Are you looking for them?
Yeah.
Look on Skycliff Island to the northeast of here. I heard some loud fighting over there shortly before they were dragging that man through town. Thanks. If you're going to that island, you're going to need a sky ship, but you can rent from the docks. And be wary, there are still hooded figures lurking in the sky somewhere. I didn't see all of them leave. Alright. You wield a spear? You know what, in honor of that, I'll wield a spear too. Go what's my highest grade spear? Stat spear, okay. Also, am I like high enough level? No, okay, I didn't level up from there. Yeah, I'll just fight off the guys with the spear to like accurately gauge how strong I am. Because I think my weapons level is about the level they'd expect, I think my weapons level is about what they'd expect for a warrior coming here. I don't feel like doing the rough calculations, but I know it would be like level 30, which is not entirely accurate, but I mean, you could tell level 40 right now, so maybe if we're doing actually, yeah, I know there's a secret here somewhere. I don't remember when. It'd probably be really beneficial if I got this. I'll start this. Instead of having to come back to it from wherever. We just kind of want our water point about it should be pretty good. good amount of cloud space, you know, get to the mine, do things. No, I actually, once again, I will state, I don't know what, where the secret is, so I guess we'll explore that together. And you know, if it's taking too long, I'll just look it up on the wiki. But you know, for now, in the interest of fairness, you know, I might as well actually explore. I realize now that there's not actually much for me right here. This was a doomed adventure, maybe? Oh. I felt a jolt of panic there. But we're good. We're okay. Everything's fine. We're gonna be okay. We're just gonna walk through here and we're gonna be fine. I mean, we're not walking, we're climbing up this little rock. There we go. And now we chillax for a second to properly catch our. Holy shit, is that bluegrass? Wow. Oh, interesting. Oh, and a climber. That's also probably pretty good. Oh, I definitely want that skyline going. There's a guy over there. I'm not gonna worry about him for right now. There's... oh, free stuff. Remember, it's not grave robbing after 100 plus years, usually. I'm gonna go on a bold limb and say the secret's right there. It's just an interesting hypothesis I thought up of, I don't know. Could be some look into how would one get over there from there. With a plane, definitely not through just jumping. I mean, you could, but you need to be like a mage, so. Or at least magic centric, which I'm not. It seems the boss was right, that people would come and rescue. I'm not really quick reveal. I'm actually trying a spear for the first time, so I mean, normal. Okay, interesting. I gotta stop the other figure. Also, it's technically not grave robbing if you rob them before, like once they die, but before they have a grave. Then it's just like looting the corpse. And if that can get you less, if you really need that, whatever the dead body's holding. But you know, like if you get caught, in the case that, I don't know, maybe, for whatever reason, getting caught looting a corpse is just a tad bit better for, your legal case. I'm just gonna have to do this real quick, sorry, there's no, like, started in the tin, please, there we go. It's just, I was at risk of perishing there, and, you know, I don't want to particularly feel like just climbing all the way back, so, yeah, I sure can just be like, what the heck, why are you still here? Get out, get out. Good. Go. Just gotta go to the secret area, guys. It's so easy now that I know where it is. Honestly, I mean, if I knew my first time playing that there was a secret area, I probably would have done a little bit more. Oh, that's a silver chest. I can get that on the way back. I probably would have done a little bit more to look for it. But when I was first playing this, it was kind of fresh off watching the tankfish video about the game. And you know, now I have multiple save files farther than he is into it. He's actually following up on the white gold. Kinda down, personally. That's just me. Although it'd probably be better if he waited for full release to do whatever. Okay, so is this island 100% up? Yeah, alright, cool. Let's get that Skype icon now. And we can grab that silver chest and all of that. And, you know, second time's the charm, really. Probably what they said. Well, I don't know if I can make that joke, actually. You know where the joke was going. I trust in your intelligence. And I would make the joke. But I've noticed that thus far I've done a very good job at potentially making this video one I could view as my educational uncomplete building. So it'd be kind of a waste at this point to squander that again. There's like a good way to use I don't actually know if this will take me the full way here. I'm gonna see just how good it is. Because I know it's not that good, but I mean, maybe in the Nimbus Sea it'll be spread out enough to where, yeah, it'll be kinda. Oh, I just realized my audio balancing was way off. The desktop audio should be way lower than my actual mic, so that you can, so you know you can hear me. But you know, if I can watch this video at my educational facility, I'd probably think, alright, cool. And, you know, this should just be an interesting thing to rewatch. Just a little bit, so. Alright, now let's try this again now with more precise landing. And I don't think the joke itself, if it's not like blatantly obvious what the joke is gonna cause a fit, but you never know. Also, you'll notice that part of going past the zone of no return causes the magic storage to actually drain a little bit faster. It's just like a little bit, but it's enough to be noticeable. Right, I think this is just about right. Based on my calculations, we should be about to hit him. Oh, unlucky, man. Can't believe that. Oh, man, that guy, I should have actually gone a little bit more forward. I didn't realize. I was truly onto something. Back once again. I take it that means you learned something? Yeah. What are their cloaks? Well done. Let's see the symbol. Interesting. I've seen this insignia somewhere before, but I can't quite remember where. Well, I believe you've helped me get all the information I need out of these Sky Islands. I'd better go search for Bringer. It could be anywhere. Information he carries is crucial to my cause. Like, could the symbol be related to Revenant in some way? Revenant? Well, yeah, I don't know. What might spark such a strange question? The red-haired woman's father was taken by Revenant and hasn't been seen since. I'm trying to help her find out why. How noble of you. I believe I can help figure that out in some way, but first we must discern the truth of the assorted group's intentions, to determine if they are all related to our situation at all. But where to start? I seem to remember there being an ancient library in the sky somewhere in the sea named the Myriad. Perhaps one of its books will explain the symbol and its origins, which would help both of us. How do we get there? I believe it's floated somewhere in the southwest of Swiss Island. This memory always failed me. I shall meet you there. Sorry for making you climb those earth stepstones once again, but if you want to help that woman, it's the only way. How will you get there if you can't go through Swiss Island? I have my methods. I apologize for being so secretive, but I cannot risk explaining it here. We better get going quickly. Ranger may already be dead. If he is, it would mean trouble for all the war seas. Alright, and now we level up, baby. New quest at Minera Garden. I should definitely do that sometime. Ooh, I should probably have restocked on seawater energy. Well, you know, I'm sure it'll be fine. Shouldn't be that big a deal. This video is 49 minutes long. It's truly incredible. You know, and I've been cutting out a lot of the grinding. Let me see, how many hours has my character been?
9.9, yeah, no, mate, you didn't imagine if you already had 9.9 hours of content. Go kinda crazy. You know, believe it or not, I don't actually think that this is the correct way to go about things. I think I might be jumping the gun a little bit by going this way, but I think it's a little faster to get to our destination. However, no, okay, no, it's right there. Never mind. Is that? Yeah, okay. I don't know what this. Oh, that's White Summit. I haven't discovered White Summit. Okay, that's why. Got a little ahead of myself there. Now earlier it was like 25-ish minutes into the video, if I remember correctly. Now we're 51 minutes in. So we can see at least if they have a 25-minute cycle, which I think would be a little long, but also a little fair considering how free it is. But like at the same time, realistically, I think the cooldown for watermelons and at least pumpkins, you know, the two that you need quests to harvest, and also these should be a little bit more lax, just because if one person takes them from the server, you know, everyone else from the server can't grab them for a bit. But that's really it, honestly. That's really the only complaint I have about it. So if you make them like client side, so where, you know, everyone can farm it at their own pace, like you could have a couple people farming it at the same time and they don't take from each other, I think that it'd also be good. Just because it, like, on top of that, I feel like it should grow a little bit faster, because like lore-wise, it's being grown with magic. And by this point, like, Lewis would have had enough to have the seeds not be pumpkin seeds anymore, but instead they're sky pumpkin seeds. So now that they're naturally magic, they'll grow faster. Whereas before, if they weren't naturally magic, they grow at like a regular pumpkin rate. But now that they're magic, they can grow faster because of its properties. Eat skeleton there. A phoenix in the darkness. Give me that. Unfortunately, it seems that Randall has placed all of his books behind barriers, so we need to search someplace else for answers. Who's Randall? The most wise man I've ever met. If he even is a man anymore, he's the creator of this library and every single book written in it. I met him many years ago in a place far from here. He's here with us right now, listening to our very thoughts. How's that possible? He possesses a sea curse, the growth curse to be more exact. Allow us to turn his body into plants and trees. I don't know what else it's capable of, but I wouldn't want to make him angry in here and find out. After we try to talk to him, he will give us the information we need. There's enough to at least get to 70, so it's good enough for me for now. Wait. You want to talk to me? There is no need. I am all around you and inside your mind. I know the reason why you've come here and will gladly offer my help. But I wanted to talk to you specifically. Why me? Your mind, it isn't normal, clouded and hazy, and nothing like a regular human mind. You are destined for greatness, that is all I shall say. How are you talking to me? My powers allow me to fuse my body into my library, so that I may hibernate for a time. Too much knowledge has its price. In this state I can watch over my books while resting my human brain. Those who have stepped foot in this place with malicious intent, unfortunately did not live to tell the tale. Luckily for you and Ren, as he wishes to be called, I sensed from the moment you entered that you both desired to do good. As for the matter of the strange symbol you saw on that cloak, I have just the book you're looking for. You may read it here, but do not steal it. Alright. Story item obtained. Ancient symbols of Sea Book. Can I actually, like, go into my inventory and find it here?
It's not be under food. Would it be like I could read it here? That'd be interesting. I really doubt that that's a feature though. Look at the arcane chronicles. There are 3 bottles. Yeah, it don't look like it's here, so it's just a story thing. Okay, alright, Aaron. Your nickname hiding is actually just not good. You just cut off half of your name. I guess for some people that work, but for you, it kind of doesn't when that's also a nickname. A book, but how did you grab it through the barrier? Metal spoke to me and said it's something you need. I see. I wonder why you didn't want to talk to me. No matter. Let me see the book. Give. Ancient symbols of the sea. It certainly sounds like it'd be helpful. Let's take a look. Here it is. Wait a second. How's that possible? According to this, the symbol is that of the Order of a Seer, a group I haven't encountered in many years. No wonder I couldn't remember the symbol. What is the Order of a Seer? They were a group founded on the goal of furthering the power of magic at all costs, even if they go against the law or moral. The book says they died out over 2 centuries ago. You're that old? Yes, I'll explain some other time. That isn't important right now. The Order could be anywhere, and anyone could be a member. They work in secret, concealing their real identities so that they may operate in the shadows. This could very well be related to your friend's case, for all we know. Well, this excursion has proved to be quite helpful. Luckily, your question reminded me of this place, otherwise I would have had to search for Beringer with no information on his captors. But now I really should get going. It is highly likely that he is already dead, and I must be there to control the damage. Will we meet again? I'll make sure of it. If you continue on your current path, you will become a powerful warrior someday. When that time comes, we'll meet again, and I will tell you all my secrets. Thank you for your honest help. I was certainly wrong to assume you were my enemy from the start. Farewell for now. Alright, cool. Word of a Seer discovered, you read. Whirlpool strikes just off of Frostmill Island. Recently formed maelstrom near Frostmill Island is claimed a vessel known as the Day-Day, and its crew early this morning. It remains unknown whether the crew survived in what capacity. We advise exercise and caution in and around this area. Cool. Let me go. Boom. Boom. There's no clues. Discovered Baron. 2 barons, 2 barons, 2 barons, 2 barons, 2 barons, 2 barons. Hyler. No, just gonna walk out of here, I guess. I mean, I'd like to read at least a few books. You just barely make out the title of one of the books. It reads Archer the Cursed-Beard, a biography. Arcane Chronicles, Arcane Progress. You just barely make out the creation of Frostmill Island. Just barely make out the books. Time Before Magic. I'd really like to read one of these, but I don't know if the game will let me. It'd be interesting though. If they turned out the full release already had made it to where there was some of the books in the library you could read, I think I'd definitely stop here as one of my first points to go to. I mean, at the very least, I'd probably, because when the full release comes out, I'm not actually going to make content on it immediately. Especially if I'm not even at the point where I can experience the new story stuff once it comes out. Purely because, it might take a bit. There's at least 2 big hurdles, I think, we're gonna come across that make me think that, also it's been like 30-ish minutes now, so surely the pumpkins are done, and I can just assume broadly that they're on a 30-minute cycle. They are not done. What the heck? There are 2 bosses that are gonna give me a run for my money. One is King Calvis, who I've actually yet to best on my own. With the playstyle I'm less familiar with, one only knows how that's gonna go. And Maria, not because of Not because their actual fight is that hard. Like it is still difficult, so I won't be having a super easy time. But their water attacks sort of crash my computer, and I can't exactly record it if because if it crashes, then just the entire footage I recorded up to that point will be lost. So I think before we get to the point where we fight them, I'm gonna end the video off there, and then play some other time when I know that it'll be good. Back, did you find anything? The hooded figures are members of the Order of Receiver, a group that wants to further the power of magic at all costs. Never heard of them. I couldn't find any more information. None of the townspeople wanted to get close to them. Are they related to Revan at all? It could be anyone, but I'm not sure how to find out. Ugh, they're weird over there. Somewhere we can find them if we get around. None. Okay, I'll ask him. Okay, hopefully we can get a lead soon, otherwise I may just have to go back to Revan and ask around there, which wouldn't be easy since they consider me a criminal. Yo, Niviro, what do you know? Leave me alone. What do you know about the hooded figures? I don't know who they were or what they want. You went to the island before? Did you fight some of them? Yeah, 3. You sure there were only 3? There should have been way more than that. I only saw about half of them leave towards the touchstones, man. The rest are hiding in different spots. Oh, you're pretty smart. I just know how to pay attention. There were also 2 hooded figures that look different than the others. Maybe the leaders. I only saw one of them leave, so the others will probably be hiding out with the rest of them. Alright, thanks for your help. Well, you can't take an honest thanks, coward. Locate order members where pray tell do I do that? From what I could tell from at least one screenshot from the wiki, there is actually a place you're supposed to go to. Like, if you really can't figure it out, there's, with the one other Sky Island remaining, there is supposedly a place below, or at least I saw an image or a screenshot of, like, something below here. Or you talk to this guy and he reveals, okay, I'll admit, the guys are at, like, Sky Island or whatever. But I have no idea where I even saw that image from. So it might not be real, but I know I saw it somewhere. And I don't know why you'd fabricate a part of the story like that, in all earnesty. So, anyway, are my pumpkins done already, or? Because I have some reservations I need to tend to. Actually, no, I don't have anything I need to do right now. I don't know why I said that. Okay, good. Alright, so it's, okay, so it might actually be roughly a 30-minute cycle, and I was just farther into the video than when I thought I was when I first, was doing this. Either way, it's, pretty good. What? Okay. Alright. Lovely. Wonderful. You know, I actually don't. This video has gone on long enough. And if you can believe it, I actually kind of don't feel like scaling up the stepstones again, going all the way to that island. So we can fight Lord Elias in the next video, I think. That's gonna do it for this video, though. If you liked the video, make sure to like it, subscribe. I'd really love to earn money from doing this, purely because, as mentioned before, my PC is not very good, so I'd like to at least be able to get, a better PC from this. I'd be really delighted. There's gonna be a secret for getting this far in the video. There is going to be a April Fool's video I'm working on. A little bit early to announce that, a little bit early to start planning usually, but I don't have like the highest tier of like production. Like, I'm not a real YouTuber. So it's gonna take me a while to make like a 10-minute video that's highly edited, I think. If it turns out that because I'm also, it doesn't help that like I keep on mulling over it, so it takes even longer to come out. If by December I still haven't actually done any work on it, then like once my Christmas break starts, I'm gonna actually start hammering in on it so I can get it done by my own made up deadline. And that video is either going to succeed like cuckoo crazy, and blow up my channel like just a little bit, or it's not going to do that, and you know, it just kind of won't do that, and so I'm gonna be stuck like to put all that effort in for nothing essentially. But it could go either way. We could be hopeful. So, if I really- yeah. Alright. Very cool. I don't see that person. Oh, anyway, yeah. No, but that's gonna be it really for the video for now. So I'll see all of you guys next time. And as always, bye bye.